Hi, I'm Dan, and welcome to Gaming Comments Episode 4. Today I am talking about Microsoft here in 2013. Now before you think I was picking favorites in the order I went for these past few videos, I didn't. I went with who came out with consoles first. And this new generation, it just happens to be in that exact same order, well at least here in North America. Which of course being Nintendo first, Sony second, and Microsoft being third. Of course, that new console for Microsoft is called the Xbox One. Not to be confused with the original Xbox, they have called it the Xbox One. If you're a gamer, you're used to it. If you're not, it might confuse you for a little while until people just get used to saying it. Now, the Xbox One is coming out on November 22nd. And when they originally announced this console back in May, and right on through till E3 in June, it didn't get the best reception. They had a lot of good games, but unfortunately their policies was what was hurting them at that time. Even I hopped on the bandwagon complaining about one policy in particular. The fact that you couldn't lend your games out to your friends. To me, that was a stupid move, especially considering you're releasing so many new IPs for this new console, and you couldn't even lend a game to a friend so they can try some of these new IPs. To me, it was just basic idea. Here's a new IP that you might be interested in, but I don't want to spend a full $60 for it. I just want to try it first to see if I even like it. Demos aren't exactly the best way to judge a game. A lot of time the game's not complete when a demo is released. And a lot of times they just choose the crappiest level for a demo. But with that being said, the big 180 came around and that policy was changed along with a lot of others. Another one that people didn't like was the fact that you always had to be online. Now you don't have to be online. You just have to make sure that you download the initial update when you buy your Xbox One. Now this holiday season, there's really no games that are really piquing my interest saying I have to get an Xbox One this season. The only games that are worth noting that are exclusive to the Xbox One would be Forza Motorsport 5, Rise Son of Rome, and Dead Rising 3. Those are the only games I could think of off the top of my head that might say go ahead and buy this console. But for me, those games are not for me. The games that I'm interested in are coming out next year or further down the line, since some of them don't have release dates yet. So that being said, I'm probably not getting an Xbox One this holiday season, unless of course, I run into some money or I win one of the two consoles, because I've entered some contests to try winning some consoles. I'm not giving my hopes up, but why not try? Now, let's move on to the Xbox 360. This holiday season, I'm not impressed. There are really no exclusive games to mention. There's a lot of good third-party games, so if you already own one, there's still plenty of games to choose from. But nothing exclusive to the console. Microsoft is pretty well throwing all their eggs in the Xbox One basket, even though they have confirmed that they are supporting the Xbox 360 right up until, what they say, 2016. So maybe next year we'll get some games. But hey, if I get an Xbox One, I probably will stop playing the Xbox 360 for the most part. Xbox Live is something I'd like to touch on. It is by far the superior online service you can get for a console. At least where I live, you pay $60 for a full year, and a lot of times if you pick up the right card, you can actually get a couple bonus months as well. And it goes on sale quite frequently as well, so a lot of times you'll be paying like $40 for it or something. I highly recommend it. If you are getting an Xbox console, get an Xbox Live account. One simple matter, one thing I should say I do not like, is that if you want to watch movies on Netflix, you cannot do that in Xbox One, or Xbox 360 for that matter, unless you have an Xbox Live account. The other consoles, you don't need any special account, you just download Netflix and start streaming your movies. Bad move for Microsoft, but if you own a Microsoft console, you probably already own Xbox Live. Well, that's all I have to say for today. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, or follow me on Twitter @GamingComments. From now on, I'm not going to pick a topic for the following week. I'll decide randomly during that week. I have a few ideas of what I want to do, but if something big happens in the news, I might feel like making a comment on that. So I don't want to restrict myself to certain topics. So from now on, I'll just end the video by saying bye.